Hey, what's up? Serena Appiah here from thriftdiving.com. So in today's video, we are going to be doing DIY garage door screens. Now, if you have been following my channel for any length of time, you would know a couple of years ago, I actually did DIY garage door screens, but I made them with my own two hands and I sewed them. Did they work? Did they last? They did, but they're actually starting to tear at the seams. So this video is going to be an upgrade from the one that I previously had done. So if you want something a little bit more upscale, keep watching because this video is for you. I'm teaming up with Mike Rose. He's with Maryland Screens. Now, you don't actually have to live in Maryland to get a screen from him, and you'll find his information below. He did provide these two screens at no charge to me so that I could teach you how to install one of these yourself. And I'm going to walk you through step by step how to do this installation so that you can order your own non-motorized screen as well. Okay, so if you want to jump around in this video, go down below to the description, click all the timestamps, click the extra video links, and then you'll get more information on the entire installation. So are we ready? Let's jump into this tutorial right now. You can install this garage door screen if you've got an older style like mine. I've got old springs, but if you have a newer garage door that has a torsion bar, you can still install this. But you want to make sure that you move everything out of the way because not only do you need space to install it, but you need to be able to pull it up and down too. So we're going to start with measuring the width and the height of the door. This can actually fit an 8x7 garage door, or if you have a double garage, a 16x8, or even larger, this will actually fit. If you need an oversized garage door screen, call Maryland Screens. They can help you. Their number's listed below. But what I'm doing here is checking the clearance. Now, the screen that I'm using is 83 inches, and with the rubber on the bottom, that puts me at 84. So I'm going to want to make sure that I have a 1-inch clearance. So whatever the size of your screen, make sure you have a 1-inch clearance, and you might have to adjust your garage door opener. Just check the manual for that, but make sure you got that 1-inch clearance. The garage door screen kit will come delivered to your house in these 3 boxes. Hardware is included and the screen too, but you will need some tools and materials to do this project, so you can find those listed down below in the description. But let's talk about the opening process, right? We want to have a clean workspace. You're going to get a lot of materials, so let's not open everything at once. Let's start with the box that has the tracks. Most of the items we're not going to be installing right now, so we can put some of them aside, but the roll of spline, just keep indoors so it's nice and pliable and warm when it's ready to install. You also get a couple pieces of perf. Now this bracket is pretty important because it mounts the garage door tracks to your current bracket system from your ceiling, so keep that aside. We're going to be using this again. You're also going to get a roll of screen, but inside of that roll, you'll get 2 springs. We're going to need these because there's some prep work we have to do to these springs. So just set them nearby because we're going to be using them again. The most important thing is to make sure that you have a large enough workspace. Here we've just got a big piece of board on 2 sawhorses, and you want to be able to lay everything out properly and in the right orientation. So you'll notice on these tracks, one side is straight at a 90 degree and the other side is curved. So you want to organize these so that the curved parts are placed together. So go ahead and make those adjustments if needed. You'll notice that the shorter tracks are the vertical tracks. The longer ones are the horizontal. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to leave these set up and then open up our hardware box. There's some pieces in there that we need to do some of the prep work, including the wheels, brackets, and some of the nuts and bolts. You won't need everything right away from the hardware box, but what you see on the table here are things we're going to be using immediately. And you want to group them together. The nuts, the bolts, the brackets, the wheels, the S-hooks, and keep in mind there are some bolts that you only get 2 of them and they're pretty important. So have a nice clean workspace, don't lose anything, and keep it all organized and grouped. So let's go ahead and prep those springs that we set aside. So using one of the U-hooks, we're going to go ahead and hook it around the end of one of those springs and take a wheel and then put a bolt through the center and attach it with a nut. We're going to do that for both springs, just one side. And once we've already attached them, then we're going to use the impact driver and we're going to tighten it. Here's the thing, be very careful. You want to keep your hands out of the way because this can actually kind of move around on you. So keep your hand back a little, hit it a few times and tighten it up on both. And then on the other end, you're going to hook one of those S-hooks through the end of each of those springs. We're not going to use these springs just yet, so let's set them aside and move on to the next part of the setup, which is taking 2 more of the wheels and attaching a flat bracket to it. We're going to take a bolt, go right through the middle, and we're only going to finger tighten. We don't want to use the impact driver just yet.
Perfect.